is to build the absolute best endurance products in the world. These athletes give us the input they need to make sure they can compete with the best people out there. That's how we build our products. Adrenal fatigue, one of the key things in recovery. We went through three key things. Adrenal fatigue, which is your cortisol, that's addressed by Optogen, or Optogen HP. The other two things that are key to recovery are going to be addressed by Ultragen. That's your glycogen repletion, and that's your muscle damage repair. So Ultragen, it provides all the nutrients you need to help recover. The key thing with Ultragen is it gets absorbed very, very fast. Every single ingredient in Ultragen was designed to get absorbed in that critical 30-minute, what's called glycogen window. Now what happens is when you train really, really hard, your body's actually very, very smart. When you train really, really hard, your exhausted muscles, they essentially open their doors and they say, feed me, I'm exhausted, I need to recover. So what they do is for about 30 minutes, they have an ability to absorb more nutrients than at any other time. If you can feed them nutrients during that 30 minutes, you improve your ability to recover. If you feed it nutrients, or if you consume a nutrient that's slow to absorb or slow in the digestive system, it's not going to get absorbed in that 30-minute window, and you lose some of that opportunity. So Ultragen was designed, everything in there was designed to get absorbed really, really fast. It has 60 grams of glucose, also known as dextrose. And this is critical because a lot of your consumers are going to look at Ultragen. And actually, I'll pass one of these around so you can look at the formula. They're going to look at Ultragen, and they're going to see 60 grams of sugar and go, whoa, why am I going to have 60 grams of sugar? Glucose is the fastest sugar absorbed. And immediately after exercise is one of the few times that you want a very, very fast sugar. You're trying to feed the exhausted muscles. If you consume a slow sugar, you're going to minimize your ability to recover. So it's one of those times that having a fast sugar is absolutely critical to the success of your recovery. We use 20 grams of whey protein isolate and hydrolyzed whey proteins. Those, again, are chosen because they're smaller molecule proteins that can get absorbed much, much faster than a whey protein concentrate or other larger molecule proteins. There's some key vitamins and minerals in there that are essential to recovery. There's also 6 grams of glutamine, 4.5 grams of branched-chain amino acids, and 400 milligrams of vitamin C, and all 5 electrolytes. And again, each of those nutrients, each of those vitamins were specifically chosen to get absorbed really, really fast. Best way to use Ultragen? Any kind of workout where you're depleting your body of its glycogen. Now, the harder and faster you go, the faster you deplete your glycogen. So if you're doing a 45-minute run on the treadmill and you're going quite fast, you're depleting your glycogen. If you're going 2 hours on the treadmill really slow, you're burning predominantly fats and maybe not depleting your glycogen. So pace is a big determinant on how much glycogen you're depleting. Anytime you're depleting glycogen, you deplete your glycogen, your cortisol goes up. You burn muscle and you store fat. So for any training group out there, it's critical not to deplete your glycogen because you're going to affect all these other systems in your body. If you can keep your body well fueled, you can train better, you can recover better. It's critical, again, for consecutive workouts because that's what recovery is about. If I can work out hard this morning and work out hard again in the evening and work out hard again the next morning and recover from each of those workouts, I'm effectively improving my fitness. If I'm not recovering from my morning workout and I go to the evening workout, I've already started that workout, depleted a bit, and then the next morning depleted a bit more. And if I'm not recovering well, then I'm not going to truly get all I can out of my workouts. The thing with Ultragen, because it was designed to get absorbed so fast, we do not recommend you mix it with anything but water. If you mix it with milk, soy milk, anything else, any other nutrient you put in there is going to slow down its absorption. Remember, it's got 60 grams of glucose, it's got small molecule proteins, those are in there so they get absorbed fast. You mix it with something else, even a piece of fruit or anything else, it's going to slow its absorption and you're not going to get it absorbed in that 30-minute window. So it's critical to drink this immediately after a workout with water. Ultragen, you'll notice when you mix it with water, you put a spoon in a glass, a couple twirls, and it's in full solution. That's a reflection of the quality of the ingredients we have and how well, if it's going into full solution in a glass, it's going to get absorbed much faster. Some of the products out there, you'll see clump when you mix it with a spoon. If it's clumping in water, it's not getting absorbed very fast in your stomach. So keep that in mind. Stabilizing blood sugar is critical for any group out there. Now, this has 60 grams of glucose, high glycemic sugars. High glycemic sugars, fast absorption, sugar crash is what you think of. But truly what's happening is you've worked out really, really hard. You've depleted your glycogen. And what you want to do is you want to bring it back up to stabilize that glycogen. If you haven't brought it back up immediately, you have an imbalance in your sugars in your body. So this actually, if you use it properly, meaning right after a hard workout, you are stabilizing your blood sugar even though it's a high glycemic sugar. Now, if you're sitting on the couch in the middle of the day and had some Ultragen, you're going to get a sugar high and a sugar crash, I guarantee it. But if you've worked out really hard and have it at that time where your insulin sensitivity is at its highest, you're not going to get any kind of sugar high or sugar crash. You're actually stabilizing your blood sugar by doing this.
So you mentioned not eating anything with it. How long would you wait until actually eating? Because that's where I usually will eat some type of a solid food after I work out as well. How long would you wait to eat after taking Ultragen? Take it right after you're done. How long do you wait to have solid food?
Ultragen gets absorbed so fast, you only have to wait 10 or 15 minutes, have some solid food. Yeah. And at that time, 10 or 15 minutes, then consider a food that's moderately or lower glycemic. You know, and I'm actually going to get into a little bit of that in a future slide.
One of the things about Ultragen is that it calls for 2 scoops as 1 serving, correct?
Yeah.
So it would be appropriate on an hour-long water workout to take just 1 scoop,
sure,
rather than the full 2, and that would be an appropriate.
Sure. And on an 8-hour workout, maybe 3 scoops, maybe 4 scoops. Yeah, that's certainly, you know, every athlete's going to be a little different there.
Hey, Robert, talk about some of the guys using a serving when they're 3/4 of the way through something and then using it again after that.
The Ultragen? Yeah, if you're going ultra long, you know, maybe 6 hours on the bike or so, because Ultragen was designed to get absorbed so well, and it's got 320 calories per serving and the electrolytes, a lot of athletes have found a lot of success using 1 serving of this towards the latter part of a race. So maybe an hour to go before the exercise is done, they'll have a serving of this. And it allowed them to finish stronger, and it starts the recovery process. Yeah. Ultragen is one of those products that you're going to feel immediately. I mean, it's one of those things that you ask your clients, go, you know, do the hardest workout you can, have your 2 scoops of this, and tell me how you feel in a couple hours, and tell me how you feel the next day. And I can almost guarantee you they're going to absolutely love that product. Optogen HP obviously takes a week or 2 weeks before you start. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's one of the great things about Ultragen. You can go out and absolutely bury yourself, whatever it is. And instead of sitting around the rest of the day when your wife is really pissed at you, your kids want to go do something, you feel like you can go do something. That's a huge deal. You know, you can have a limited amount of time on your weekend.
But it also goes back to whoever was talking about a hockey tournament. You know, that's key because our son uses it for lacrosse tournaments or whatever between games because, you know, they got to get back out there and be going hard again 3 hours later. Got a competitive advantage.
Yeah. So, bottom line, the absolute highest quality. Again, this is critical, not only for our customers out there, for the professional athletes out there, making sure there's no banned substances. Highly, highly research-based formulas. Okay, we look deeply into the clinical research out there, and in the end, you know, our goal is none other than making the best endurance supplements in the world. That's it. That's who we want to be. We don't want to be anybody else. Our goal is to build the absolute best endurance products in the world. These athletes give us the input they need to make sure they can compete with the best people out there. That's how we build our products.